Coming out of the winter months or heavy rain, you end up with some green algae growing around your siding, around your house. Well, the 30-second cleaner has got you covered. The question is the pump sprayer going to work better, or is the 64-ounce bottle going to work better for this application? The 64-ounce bottle that you buy, it's going to be a cost issue. You're going to get more in a gallon. Obviously, it's double what the 64 is, but it's set up and designed to shoot farther with their nozzle so you can get all the way up to the eaves of the house. Are you actually going to be able to reach that with the pump sprayer? We'll see. So if you want to be part of the family here, click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss another one of our videos when we upload it. Plenty of good content. We have lots of videos coming up. You wouldn't want to do this if this was in the direct sun. The sun is coming in, but not the part that's actually being sprayed. That's actually in the shade. I want to show you today in this video, can you use the 1 gallon of the 30-second cleaner and a pump sprayer to spray your house? It's awful high up there. Even though it's contractor sprayer, I don't know if it's going to reach all the way up there with the pump sprayer. Just spraying it on, letting it sit like we're supposed to, and spraying it off. You always want to make sure you have the proper PPE, safety glasses, gloves if you want it to. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself. Now I'm protecting my eyes, which are the most important part here, because you don't want to get any of that in your eyes. I have a hat on, so I'm kind of protecting my head. It's going to have to be up to you and what you think or what you decide to do. We're going to go over here now to our water supply. We have the Smith 2-gallon sprayer. We're going to be filling that up with water. There is a mark on here. The 1 gallon mark is right here. So we're just going to fill it up half of that because it's 1-for-1 ratio. It should be right about there. Okay, so that should be the halfway mark. And then we're going to take our 30-second cleaner here. And we're going to pour it in there. Okay. We're going to put the lid on. Then we're going to shake it up really good. This stuff will discolor your clothes as it's bleach, so you got to be careful with this stuff. Getting all over your clothes is not a good thing. All we have to do is pump it up. So it got almost all the way to the top. I believe it says start from the bottom going up, but I feel like that's probably gonna waste more product. You can see the spider's trying to run. He's like, oh no. It's working. I'm reaching up there. If this is pumped up good. You just want to be careful that it doesn't come back down on you when you're trying to do this. But it is barely reaching at the very top, so we'll see. A lot of stuff here to clean. I'm sure the spiders have made them a nice little place here and don't want to leave. I'm already having some difficulties. I'm barely reaching the very top. I am getting up there, so this does work. This 30-second cleaner has a big following, and it's supposed to be the best out there to get this stuff clean the easiest without having to do all this extra work. You want what would be the easiest, but you also look for ways to make it more affordable. Affordability and easy, they don't always go together. Using the pump sprayer, it was difficult trying to spray, especially this high, because obviously this wouldn't be recommended for this. The 64 ounce is best because it has a good reach on it and you can reach all the way up there. So those are the problems that the pump sprayer just isn't good at. I did a video using this right here. It's the 64 ounce outdoor cleaner. I'll leave a link in the description right here so you can go check out that video as well. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and spray this off and see what happens when we spray it off, see what it looks like. So we are definitely going to have to redo this. And I didn't want to have to redo it, but you can tell already we're going to have to. We don't have much of a choice. It is kind of difficult because it is up so high, but as you see, I'm already having an issue. It just doesn't look right. Let me show you. You can see it's still on there, and up there around the opening for the house, all the way up there, it's a little lighter where the algae was, but I'm not too thrilled with this at all. There's a few things that could have went wrong. The mixture, okay, maybe the mixture wasn't right, not getting it enough in those areas. Something wasn't quite right, so I'm not sure. Sometimes I know you might have to do a second application. The question I'm having now is, what do we do? Do we spray it one more time? If we did it twice, will it work? So I say we do one more spray, let it sit 5 minutes, spray it off, see if this works. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more chemical to our bottle here, and then we'll add some water and we'll mix it up that way. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. I went ahead and just mixed up a quarter of the 30-second cleaner and a quarter of the water because it's 1-for-1 ratio, and that gave us a half gallon. If your mixture isn't right, it could be just a big problem all the way around. So this will be our second coat. Let's go ahead and spray this on. Got this all pumped up, we're ready to go. We're trying to mainly hit the parts that we need more of this on and see what happens. But it doesn't look like it's doing much of anything at this point. I know it has to sit up some, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see any more spiders though, so they must have went somewhere. There's such a thin line coming out of there. It does look like it's getting cleaner, but it's a bit of a workout. I'm gonna rinse this out, clean it out while we're waiting, shoot a little water through it, get everything nice and clean, because we're not gonna use this again right now. And then in about 5 minutes, we're gonna come back, I'm gonna spray this off again, and we're gonna see where it's at. And I think it may actually be working. 2 applications on this, and 2 applications wasn't so bad, it just was a lot of extra work. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and spray this off now. We're gonna see what we end up with. Okay, so I still see some spots. It did work, but I wouldn't say it was 100%. So there are some areas, either it's so high up I couldn't spray it good, but I'm pretty sure I sprayed it good. But on this application, it's a lot higher. Now it did do the job, and as it sets, it'll probably get a little bit cleaner over time. So this stuff did really work. It was a lot more work to use it in a pump sprayer, but it can be done. Let me show you some of the spots I feel like it needs to really be done again. So 3 applications, I don't know. So one is right up in this area and at the very top. Now, you know, it's obviously harder to reach. There are a couple areas around where the opening is for the attic there. So there's a couple things, and kind of down through here. You could come out here and say, wow, that looks nice, you did a good job. But there are some spots. I like it, I think it looks really nice. It did a great job cleaning it. If I'd have used the 64 ounce, it'd have been a lot quicker. The gallon, it works, it does clean it, it does take more time. And most of that, I think, is trying to get the chemical on there where you're not spraying it really well. It looks 100 times better than it did. So we did get it all clean, and that's good. My final thoughts right now, I would stick with the 64 ounce. It was so easy to hook up and spray it off. If you're doing that once, twice a year, you should be fine. It's not going to cost a lot of money to do it that way, and I think you'd be a lot better off doing it like that. Make sure you follow the next link to our next great video, and in that video it's all about this light that we put up here.